Gabe has begun a successful music career by himself. He writes, records, and produces all of his own music and self-releases it online. He has garnered over 4 million streams and has over 300 monthly listeners on Spotify between his two bands, Floral Sounds and Television Blonde. Gabe has played guitar and sang since his early teen years. He attended a performing arts program in high school, allowing him to perform and practice music as well as complete his academics. Now a college student, Gabe has continued to create and release his own music.
My short-term musical goals are to hit 350,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and to experiment with my sound on my upcoming projects. My long-term goals are to be able to live off of the money I make from music, to go on tour and to get signed to a label. I think considering how far I've come so far, I think it's pretty realistic. I'm not always sure where I want to go with my sound creatively, and that's been really challenging for me, but I also think not playing shows recently has been a challenge. I usually begin a song by playing around on my acoustic guitar until I kind of come up with something I like. I usually start the music before the lyrics. I have a pretty linear chronological process. I usually write the intro and the verse and the chorus and so on. The writing process for my songs can take anywhere from a couple of days to about a week sometimes. I want to try something new with this song and kind of dive into writing about a character. It's similar to my older stuff in terms of the process of writing and recording, and I think what's different is how it's going to sound. The subject matter of the song is also going to be more experimental for me. My influences for this song are artists like Alex G, Curran Choi's, and Wyatt Smith. I learned how to produce my own music through trial and error and different online tutorials. I use Logic Pro on my laptop, and I use a lot of the different production tools on there effects and stuff like that, but I think the main part of my production is more my actual playing. I use different synth softwares and different effects to get the song to sound how I want it to sound in my head. I know a song is done when I'm content with the way that it sounds. I think the main advantage of releasing music independently would have to be that I 100% own my music and I own what I can do creatively. I feel the biggest disadvantage is not having a team of people to help push my music, so it's just harder for people to find it on their own. I'm not necessarily making an active choice to not use a label. I've worked with some in the past before and it went really well. I just don't have anything confirmed right now. Several labels have expressed interest in me, and I'm talking to a couple people right now, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. I might sign to a label. I think it kind of just depends on how restrictive they would be and how big of a cut of my money they would take. I'm not sure if I expect to remain an indie artist, but I'm not opposed to it, but I'm definitely open for new possibilities.